There was a time before financial radio, financial media, financial TV. In my case, I got the stock report with my mother at 4:20 or 4:30 from Morton Nussbaum. And they started with Anaconda Copper and the rest of it. Paul, the importance of Art Cashin in a comments memo 5 days a week in yellow on your desk at Payne Weber.
Every single day you came into work and it was on your desk. They made sure
you came into work in a vacuum.
Yes, and they made sure every young person had this on their desk when they came in to really get an understanding of what Cashin's comments were about, what happened in the market yesterday from a trader's perspective, and what he was expecting to happen in the market today. And this was before, Tom, as you mentioned, there are 27,000 different sources of market commentary. There was a handful of people doing this on a regular basis and doing it well. Art was the leader, and he wrote in such a folksy, fun, interesting manner that you read. It was two pages, back to back, and single space, and you read every word. There was no headings, no titles. You just read every word, and that's
part of the
way
act that we do, folks. I mean, you have just no idea how dour I am and serious. You can't do this without a respect to the humor of Art Cashin. To me, it was Al Goldman at A.G. Edwards years ago, but you can't go through this wicked serious. And Art balanced that it was a business and it was serious, but at the same time, he wanted to go look at marinated ice cubes.
Exactly, and exactly right. And Tom, and he was on the New York Stock Exchange floor. That was his office. So generations of traders on the New York Stock Exchange floor knew and respected Art Cashin from his days at Payne Weber, and then when UBS acquired Payne Weber UBS, and just the absolute dean of the New York Stock Exchange floor.
And Bob Pisani up there helping out, ringing the bell. I can't say enough about, the invention of this. Bob Pisani and frankly Maria took that energy of the morning analysis and brought it over. And, I think that with Mark Haynes and others at Bloomberg as well. Dylan Radigan, a name there from many years ago. Art Cashin, he has died in his 80s, a terrific example of the day-to-day grind of Wall Street, of doing it right with class. This is Bloomberg Surveillance from Art Cashin's New York City, and we say good morning.
All right, that's a moment of silence for Art Cashin, dean really of the New York Stock Exchange floor, Tom. Many, many years, starting at Payne Weber and then through UBS. Just really the voice of the equity markets for, many, many investors out there over generations. Tom.
Two ideas. Somebody mentioned Alan Abelson yesterday, and we were weaned on Alan Abelson. I still sit, thank you so much to Barron's, their Federal Reserve team. They were laughing at me in Jackson Hole saying, Tom, you got to get a print copy of Barron's and sit at the Saturday table with your black cup of coffee and turn the pages of Barron's. I'm still doing it, folks. One of my earliest memories, it goes back, is my grandfather, who was at the time in Chicago in that trading pit that's at the back of the Art Institute of Chicago. And Grandpa used to take me on Saturdays to the floor. Everyone's smoking cigars. And there were the spittoons and that. And you brought that forward to how we modernize this, and we did it with Art Cashin. I mean, the communication. When did you get his note? It wasn't at 6 a.m.
No, as youngsters, we get in. It was there by 7. It was there by 7:30. And again, he did this every single day, and he didn't have a team either. It was just Art Cashin just kind of riffing on what he thought about the markets, and that's what people really wanted.